What's up? Alright. We'll start doing different little solo streams throughout the week. And we're not streaming tomorrow unless we're streaming tomorrow night. Let me check something real. This is for my amusement. Hang on. Yo, is we even live on here? Oh, we are. Hang on. Do I sound like a robot guy? Yo, is we even live on here? Oh, we are. Hey. Better work. Hang on. Do I sound like a robot guy? Is it my also? Oh, weird. Hang on, let me check something. Alright, I'm done with that foolishness. Alright, let's do Wordle. No, hang on.
What's Wordle?
Quiet you. Alright, I always start with steak. Oh, I'm gonna assume this ends in an E. How about bloke? Oh! Yeah. Maybe it starts with an L. Wait, why did I go with so stupid? Okay, is somewhere in the first three. He is there. I'm gonna. My dog will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Stop!
Eject!
Sorry, stop. Something that starts with K and ends in an L. Or I don't know, man. I need more letters in the mix. I'm just gonna try put something in there so I can see if I got more. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So L is definitely the last. Kate, can you go to your bedroom? Stop making those weird noises. Go. Hey. Go. Please.
Gidget?
You, I'm talking to you. Please go. And stop making weird noises. Please. I can't for the life of me think of 5-letter. Please, go. Shh. It's school. Alright, let's be serious. Alright, it starts with a K. Please. No, that's stupid. My household is driving me nuts. I don't know. I'm not getting it. It's frustrating me and it's hard to focus. So we're just gonna fail on purpose and play a different game. Fucking 2 days in a row. It's nil. Oh my god. That's humiliating. Alright. I'm gonna play game. Huh? Has this game been out for years? I've not played it once. Alright. Computer's being weird. Alright, I got my soundboard. Did it forget to put words here? What's going on? Okay, so there's... We'll just go, medium for now. Okay, chill. Oh, I've got to make a different overlay for when I'm doing a solo stream. There. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I didn't want to watch that. Hello, Mr. President. It's strange to use this title for someone other than myself. However, if you're reading this, you just won the election and became my successor, so let me welcome you to the White House. The note you're reading now is just one of many I've left for the next president to continue my legacy and learn the nuances of governing. Of course, you can decide to do this on your own. Are you guys not getting any sound on here? Uh-oh, hang on. There you go. My bad. That's really annoying. I want it to let me click over. Hang on. Now, of course, you can decide to do this on your own. But it would be so much better if we worked together. So let me show you around your office. A desk, couches, some furniture, and a door. It is through this cursed door that all the world's troubles come. Let's try it out. Click on a door. Sure. Hello, Mr. Chief of Staff. Okay. I'll have visitors every day. Some need your advice, others want you to make decisions. Your position requires listening to all of them. But how you solve their problems is entirely up to you. But remember, every choice will have short and long-term consequences. Select one option using LMB. What? And also use the following. Okay. Hello, Mr. President. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the White House. I'm sure that your presidency will be great for America. Say thank you for the kind words. Just hope that we'll get along and the cooperation will bear fruit. It may take some time to adjust. Please do not hurry. We have a lot of time. I am here to help my citizens. I will try my best. Alright, we have to start working. First... Oh. What's with the errors here? The first thing we should do is establish a party line so that both the government and citizens can get accustomed to your values and principles. The critical issue is your political party. How would you like to conduct your own politics? I want to run my party. I know perfectly well what party I belong to. Can you help me somehow? Let's say I want to run my party. Let's do not evil Trump. Alright. Choice of yellow, green, or black. Why so few? Party has a small budget. We use what we have. Okay, let it be. Yellow, green, or black? Go with green, because I actually vote green. Tell me which party you see as the biggest threat to you. Republican Party, of course. Series of short questions prepared. Each time you can choose only one of two options. Hey! Hey! Bryn! Hang on a second. Alright. Okay. Healthcare. Ooh. Ooh. Social welfare. Diplomatic presence or law enforcement? Diplomatic presence. Domestic intelligence or export? Export. Domestic labor or public infrastructure? Ooh. Be workers' rights people, then we'll take care of infrastructure. Imports or energy? Hopefully I can deal with some solar. Consistent. That's my director of communications. All right. I'm ready. Should gun control laws be more or less strict? Well, I'm gonna go with stricter gun control. How do you feel about the number of voting representatives? My options are: it should be high enough to be diversified, or less is better. Big government means big expenses and ineffective. Well, we want it to be diversified. But all education be free for everyone. Yes. Do I think the minimum wage should be increased? Yes. Which president inspires me more, John F. Kennedy or Ronald Reagan? Kennedy. I've reached democratic socialism. That was my achievement. Do you agree that minorities are underrepresented in pop culture? Yes. How do you feel about the military expenditure? It should be decreased. Thank you, game, for letting me do that. Should we expand a visa waiver program? Yes. I believe climate change is caused mostly by human activities. Yes. And it will be this century's greatest contributor to the extinction of species. That's it. Chief of Staff will come to you with the results right away. Thank you. They'll place me on the political compass tomorrow or the next day. There are more things. Just look at this. This is a standard procedure. We'll put things in order. I've brought a short questionnaire inside it. There are some notes from your past, essential memos, but also questions about the plans and future. Please fulfill it carefully, sir. Of course. Okay. My identity: protected, hilarious, or serious? What if I want to be hilarious? Name and surname. My name is President John Goodman. Hey, my wife's name is Sarah. She's a relentless woman of Russian origin and brought Cold War dynamics into the marriage. Daughter Eleanor, party animal, can be easily spotted in various nightclubs. Daughter Alyssa, President's older daughter, wife of Chester, runs a very popular blog. Son-in-law Chester, Alyssa's husband. Black sheep of the family. My favorite child, because life isn't always fair, Alyssa or Eleanor. Sure, I'll stick with party animal. Presidential pet, Ralph the penguin, Stephen the tortoise, or Margaret the shark. I can have a shark. Kind of like tortoise though. About to die. What will be your last words? Finally, or $15, and I will press that red button. That's pretty funny. No, I guess say finally. Don't want to make a threat. There was a bombing attack. What would you do? Hide in a safe spot. Continue slurping my morning coffee. I mean, I'd go to a safe spot. Someone's trying to bribe you. I bribe him back so that he doesn't tell anyone. Call the police. There's a new secretary in the Oval Office. Hello, Juliet. Let me show you around. Jill, Jane, Janet, I don't care. I'll call you Becky. We're going with the first option. Your deaf uncle has asked you for the tickets for the Pinky Swear concert. Family first or your Uncle Andrew. Due to his disability, I guess I may as well give him tickets for something less expensive. What? I don't know. I'll just stick with the first one. Areas of interest, know your business, aim for the sky, we live in it, climb the ladder, invest, harvest, repeat, shake right hands. It's gonna be, we live in it. Vice President's assignments, friendship is power. Better watch out, friendship is power, the ups and downs. This is strange. We'll say friendship is power. My childhood. Secret has been revealed. Presidential candidate's kindergarten has not always been the most peaceful place on earth. Our anonymous source has informed us about the riot, which started right after the teachers banned children from bringing their own toys to the facility. The small president has decided to bring the toys anyway and incited other children to mutiny as well. The child president has joined forces with kindergarten teachers and helped them collect the forbidden toys. Fuck that. Okay, first one. I'm not gonna read all the way through this. I'm gonna kill my fucking dog. Nothing's happening. Just barking. I hate this animal. Why did I decide to stream? Okay. Maybe I should bend it. What will Vice President do? Come in handy pretty soon. Okay, yes. He will not do that. Yeah, that was confusing. There's a lot of that was written weird. Alright, promises made during campaigning. Let's pick a few you think we can deliver on. I can only pick one main goal and 3 minor goals. Urgent reform of policing, build the wall, human mission to Mars, strict gun control, new war on terror, or solve the opioid crisis. I'm gonna go by my own principles and reform the police. Then rebound. Hang on. Facing difficult times, it's always darkest before dawn. A sense of pride and accomplishment. Are these? Sense of duty. An anti-crisis response. Economic crashes have become a constant occurrence that has been regularly destroying the lives of Americans. It's time to prepare some sort of safeguard. I'm gonna click that one. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. Okay. Click on the highlighted icon. This. Sounds good. Quest from the previous president. Okay, I know what a quest is. Alright, it's a busy day. It's only the beginning. Now I'll give you some time to settle down. You must gain strength since we have much to do during your presidency. Thank you. I'd love to get some rest. Appreciate your help. Appreciate your help. Can I play games on the computer? Okay. This is the trade representative. Good morning, Mr. President. We have a serious matter to discuss. Indonesia, the world's biggest nickel exporter, has decided to push the expected nickel ore ban forward by 2 years. It means we only have a few months to act before its price skyrockets. What do we do? Our choices are, what do we need nickel for? Can't we get it from somewhere else, or do we use a lot of nickel? Do we use a lot of nickel? A lot. There will be a tough year or two until the prices stabilize again. What's worse, unlike many countries, we barely have any reserves. I'm locked out of one other answer. So what are our options? Not great, for perfectly honest. Could try and secure reserves, putting a huge strain on our economy. Otherwise, our industry will suffer. Well, your industry will suffer. Our choices are, we've always been an economic powerhouse. We can handle it, and I'm afraid our industry has no choice but brace for impact. What? Go into it with some confidence. Ooh, if this great new setup, I can like stretch my legs out all the way like I'm sitting on the floor like a baby. Man. Morning, Mr. President. The law encouraging employees' stock ownership business model is waiting for your decision. Would you like to familiarize yourself with it? Yes, it's an interesting idea. Please bring me the relevant documents. Yes, private businesses that operate in the U.S. and rely on long-term employees will be required to sign a share option plan. Workers, of course. Okay. Get down to business. To defeat the haters, we have a great 4 years ahead. 4 years ahead of us, and if we don't screw anything up, the following 4 will too. Exactly, dude. However, it'd be worthwhile to start doing something. Have you thought about changes in our great country that you would like to implement? Yes, I already have some ideas. Great, I have an idea of how we can start making this a reality. Tell me, you can't be passive if you want to win people's hearts. You have to act, preferably change something or introduce something great. We will then use your name, add a word, and that's it. Making history. Suggestion of what I suggest. Okay. It's going to present me with some documents. Nothing's free. Investments cost money, so don't drive the country into ruin, because instead of improving the situation, you only ruin it. Also try to make decisions that will improve the country. It gives me the meanest dialogue options back to this guy. Alright. Social welfare, diplomatic presence, domestic labor, exports, energy, espionage. What? War expenditure. No, thank you. Alright. Let's start with healthcare. Refundable prescriptions, reduce federal workers' insurance, or individualized 3D printed meds. Doesn't even make sense. Try out refundable. Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. Oh. I'm so confused. Okay. Secretary of the Interior, how do I feel about art? I love art. Sister wants to open a museum. As you may already know, most museums in the U.S. operate as nonprofits, and on average, about a quarter of their funding is subsidized by state or federal programs. The problem is that she received a tiny bit of pushback when applying for a grant. I thought that with your support, she'd cut through the red tape easily. Tell me more about the museum. It's going to be one of the biggest museums in the US and one of the first ones dedicated to fan art. Drawings, sculptures, and other audiovisual media created by non-professional artists as a tribute to their favorite characters. Sheer volume of works is staggering. In the age of the internet, fan art has become one of the most vigorous expressions of human creativity. Why is your sister having trouble? The museum's going to be called Gotta Go Fast to be entirely dedicated to fan art revolving around a certain purple hedgehog. Oh god. Okay. I'm not doing that. No, thank you. I want to do one there. Oh. This isn't that good of a game. Man. How they see me. They say I'm too soft. Oh, this person says someone who cares for their people. They'd invite me over for barbecue. There's lots of spelling errors in this. Yeah, this just ain't all that good. I'm entirely neglecting international relations. I've been busy. Many things going on worldwide. We should participate in them to maintain our hegemon status. React, gain influence, invest, and intervene. Even have access to a nuclear suitcase. However, I don't recommend this particular one. Yeah, the writing on this is weird. Please start calmly. We want to wait to roll out big. We want. Oh, I thought you were saying we want to roll out with big guns. Never mind. All right. So do I? How does this? Okay, this is American influence. Filter by relation to USA. By economic freedom. Filter by democracy index. Power. From lowest. Okay. Filter by destroyed countries. Filter by volatile. Oh, it shows the nuked countries. Society changes. Politics changes. Industry changes. Economic changes. Military changes. Alright, diplomacy changes. Right. Trying to figure out who to bomb. Hey, I feel like that used to all be Palestine. Yes. R63. Lauded democracy, free economy. Okay, how do I blow them up? I want to blow them up. Okay, so hang on. I want to turn this off. Oh, okay. Now, I want to go into a treaty agreement. Action forbidden. Okay. We're going to turn the entire... I'm trying to fund up the entire Middle East. Turkey? But whoa, okay. Let's get into a trade agreement with Australia. And I'm gonna right some wrongs. I can't do that yet. Alright. Combating Workplace Prejudice Week. Just had a good chance to familiarize yourself with combating workplace prejudice. Is it to your liking? Would you like me to bring you the document for signing? Yes. I'm President Woke. Okay, going on. In number of high-ranking officials in Switzerland have been revealed to be part of a satanic cult. Disgusting. They're as good as dead for me. U.S. has always fought for religious freedom and separation of church and state. Why should this time around be any different? Well, are they like... That's also not our country. Not hobby for sure. I'm gonna go with this one, I think. Okay, I don't care what the Republicans think. Okay. Got anything else going on? Good. Good as ever. I'm start working on my public image, especially in the context of a re-election. Oh, my predecessor was forced to drop his candidacy just months before the elections. Sort of inherited his campaign, skipping several major steps of the process. That's unprecedented. Most people do not have a strong opinion about me yet. I'd like to take this opportunity to start working on building my image and re-election strategy before sensationalist media outlets beat us to it. I think it might be a little late for that. I sound like a crybaby. What was I gonna... Okay, hang on. Answer a few questions about the campaign, the re-election campaign. All right. I don't want to display every possible virtue. As a leader, what emotion would I like to inspire in constituents? Despair. Excitement, confidence, or rather just focus on the issues. Excitement. I'm doing woke MAGA. You know, there's a growing distrust towards our institutions, which are often believed to undermine the rights and freedoms of regular citizens. Would I like to lean on such libertarian sentiments? Yes, I'm quite passionate about draining the swamp. What? Not something I feel very strongly about. A demographic would like typically like to see their leader express a stronger stance on matters of order and security. Rather focus on root cause than address the surface level symptoms. We need to consider how much emphasis we want to put on national pride and prosperity. American exceptionalism is still a prevalent sentiment after all. Well, we're doing away with it. I'd rather not capitalize on these feelings. Let's keep capitalist propaganda out of my campaign. Thank you, game, for giving me that choice. Growing percentage of the population is becoming more aware of progressive policies popular in other developed nations. Issues such as climate change, social safety net, and technological advancement are discussed over a dinner table much more frequently than in the past. Getting distracted by my own stream. Spinning. Would you like us to include them in your platform? Absolutely. Need to talk about money. Unfortunately, fundraising is something we cannot overlook. Do you have any preference in that regard? Oh. Man of the People tried to secure funding through individual donations. Going the Bernie route. Yes. All right. Oh shit. What's going on? The governing party of Israel is doing its best to create a tax haven for U.S. companies. Can we bomb them yet? Back to Switzerland. We have located the hideout of one of the lead Soviet scientists from the Cold War era. And I'm alive. Netherlands. Catholic scandal. Local investigation has proved that the Catholic Church had prior knowledge of many of their priests' crimes. Publicly condemn the Catholic Church for the way they handle such incidents. Invite over the Cardinal from the Netherlands. Condemn. I've reached anarcho-communism. Sick. They've already appointed the entire cabinet. No, they should be. Alright, I'm gonna gauge the moods of the cabinet. If they see that you are doing what they themselves believe in, they will stand behind you. It's pretty cynical, but shared interest brings people together best. But if we don't agree, well, that we better steer them away. Control is a form of trust, so don't be afraid. Lousy advisor can do more the harm than help. Human nature is unpredictable. Excuse me. Alright. What am I doing? It's just... No. Doesn't sound like a terrible guy. That guy will not be. Nope. Secretary of Health and Human Services. I don't think I need that guy over here. No, hang on. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Yo. Goodbye. Secretary of Education. Ooh. And ooh. Because I want these people close. Okay. That works for me. I'm playing this with no fucking tact. Okay. A little in there. Okay. De-restriction of the freedom of expression. The law is waiting your decision. Would you like to familiarize yourself? Yes. Should not enforce any form of censorship, including ideological, political, or artistic. This applies to all forms of audiovisual expression. That's a tough one. Yeah, Chief, I'm gonna reject that. That could lead to all kinds of bad. Brazil. Migrant crisis. Brazil has been overwhelmed with a wave of refugees, leading to socio-political unrest. Use this opportunity to speak of peace and unity. Such conflicts ought not to take place in civilized societies. Best choice I got. Anything else going on? Can I bomb Israel yet? Something strange is happening to the teenagers. Strange? How are they sick? Never easy to be a teenager. I'm mild at heart myself, so maybe I'll understand it better. Tell me more. They behave more and more recklessly. The list is only getting longer. Drugs, alcohol, unprotected sex, inhaling aerosol or paint, Pokemon Go, and this horrible fad, Space Monkey. What is Space Monkey? The game where a teenager chokes himself or has someone else do it until they almost pass out. Me and my friends used to do that. I had to stop doing it because every time I'd wake up, I'd be like trying to choke somebody out. Like in my sleep. It's fucking crazy. Allegedly, it can get you high for free, but also cause brain damage or even death. Most terrible. We gotta do something about that. What's my plan? There's only one way to reach teenagers these days, so it's time for me to use Screecher for the greater good? Oh, that must be like Twitter. I knew nothing if I don't know. We're gonna do this. Weird. Space Monkey is definitely not the right way to hug yourself. Or I hate kids, but if they need to see the other side, there are better options than playing Pokemon Go and everything. That's not the problem. These are all kind of funny. I'm gonna go with funny, I guess. I know it's the internet. No. What the fuck is that? Okay. You're getting healthcare, y'all. I love the world map thing. This is my favorite part. President of Mali has drunkenly send you an email filled with insults. There's lots of spelling errors in this. Me, the ship poster in chief, I'll show him how it's done. Ew, it's like an Elon Musk. I'll give him 24 hours to apologize. After that, all bets are off. Been there, done that. I'll just been there, done that. Don't need to turn that into a whole thing. Secretary of Defense, mysterious objects floating above Washington. Small black triangle moving slowly towards the White House. I feel that Russia's behind this. I see UFO aliens desperately want to meet me. I don't get better choices. Go with Russia. Shoot it down. Oh wait, she led me around to not doing anything? Okay. Yep. Rich kids. I don't care to read the stuff they've written there. Oh, okay. Now I can do this. Okay. Going with refundable prescriptions. Young Parent Support Program, subsidized cultural event participation. Cut the social work. What does that mean? I wish it would like tell me what I'm doing. A little bit there. My God, we gotta get these people there. Their healthcare. Here to talk about the death threats me and my family have been receiving. What we were dealing with. Somebody calling himself Professor Doom has already sent more than a dozen disturbing emails. He knows a lot about you and your family, and it looks like he represents a serious threat. What does he know about me? He's well aware that he loves my family more than I love this country, and he's already used that against you. He knows that you're addicted to Screecher and impulsive, which makes you increasingly unpredictable. That's enough. Just tell me what happens next. Or you could say that about almost anyone on the planet. Somebody gonna try to kill me? He just says, ugh. Yeah, sure, boss. I just had a dumb day, made a fool of myself. Is he drunk? He's drunk. A huge problem nationwide with deranged individuals dancing on stairs. People get knocked over. Some died. It's a menace. Sharply increase after we reduce the number of social workers. Wait, did I actually cut social workers? That's not what I was going for. Oh no. Asking if we can make dancing on stairs illegal? I'll take care of it. Sweep it off. Okay, I suppose I should start doing diplomatic relation. Alright, I'm gonna do one more day. And I'm gonna be done. Decentralization of state laws? What? Each county of a given state is to be given an option to alter state rights to an extent outlined in this document. Alterations have to be signed by county executives and have to be approved by either state or, in case of conflict, federal legislature. Let's go for it. Alright, who's fucking up now? Intelligence Agency of Nigeria has been caught spying on US politicians. Let it slide provided they share their findings. Hopefully they'll publish their findings. At this point, any harm done to the establishment is to the benefit of regular people. Do that. Malta? What's happening? Student protesters in Malta have been brutally pacified by anti-riot police forces. Targeting the students is downright barbaric. Tisk tisk, Malta. We light this candle? No. Out. Start some diplomatic relations here. Health monitoring chip. Alright. We're working our way towards universal healthcare. We are finished ruined. Crisis chases crisis. Everything is falling into place. Only aliens are missing. Mysterious people stick themselves to the exhibits with glue. Okay. Lake Michigan naval battle. Curious how the stream is looking. 1 second. Choppy at all? I'm good. Could be better. And if I hide here, cutting healthcare for, we didn't cut healthcare for federal employees. Establishment of exploitation courts. Awaiting your decision. Yes. I'd like to propose a new type of judicial institution dealing with the subsection of civil rights revolving around any and all kinds of exploitation of private citizens by capitalist institutions. This ought to make solving these cases easier and cheaper. Many regular people feel like there's nothing they can do about institutional corruption and injustice. Sure. An officer involved shooting in Chicago. The officer was not only drunk but also wearing KKK robes as he started shooting some black kids for no apparent reason. Thank God no one died that day, but 2 of the kids ended up in a hospital. Jesus Christ. He claimed it was just a Halloween costume. Police. Oh yes, let's do police reform. Oh no. I didn't grease the right wheels. Oh no. I'm fucked. I was too good of a president. What? Oh. Oh, sure. That's my signature. All right. Let's save that for another time. How do I leave the game? Okay. Save. Alright. Thanks for hanging out if you hung out. I'll be doing this more regularly. Me and Brian maybe we'll stream tomorrow a podcast. Goodbye.
Say what you want about me. I'm still here. I'm living my life. I'm winning. I'm dreaming. I'm inspiring. I'm silly. So, I work hard. I get mine.
Hooked on.
And my 11th favorite Mountain Dew would have to be Liberty Brew. Like I said, there's so many Mountain Dew flavors out there, I can't name them all.
Yo, what it is, bro?